to do a live. I haven't done a live in a while. Life has been busy, but I thought I would do one now. I had a few minutes. We've been pretty sick the past couple of days, so it's nice to feel better. I do have a bit of a headache still, but nothing coffee can't fix, right? Yeah, stomach bug. Ugh, that's awful. I hate those. Those are the worst. Puking's the worst, right? Ugh. Especially when you're dealing with some kids who've never dealt with it before. Like, whew. Hi, good morning, Jima. How are you? Oh, I'm just drinking some coffee before everybody wakes up. Good evening, Sharon. How are you? Did you have a good day? Our day's just beginning here. It's like 5 something. I'm not sure. I don't even know what time it is. 5:15 or something. Good morning, homebound mama. How are you? Oh, I'm just drinking some coffee before the day starts. We have a long day of cleaning because we've had a stomach bug these past couple of days. Oh, it's Sunday night here. Okay, so you had a good day. Good morning, Holly. Oh, good morning, Julie. How are you guys? Good morning, Martine. Rebecca. Oh, it's 2:15. You're getting lunch at McDonald's. What you getting, Rebecca? Let us know. McDonald's, like, it's hit or miss. Like, you gotta have that fresh for it to be good. Otherwise, it's just kind of like, right? But McDonald's is a classic. You've already done 2 loads of clothes. Good job. Hi, Anna. I was going to start laundry, but I'm in my laundry room right now, so I didn't want the laundry going while I was doing my live. I did start some dishes, though, so that was productive while I waited for my coffee to brew. You went thrift shopping with your kids. That's awesome. Did you get anything good? Funny, are your kids older? Your kids like going thrift shopping? I think that's a special kind of relationship as having a relationship with your adult kids, you know, just like as my relationship with my mom as an adult per kid, you know. I can imagine what it's like being a mom with having adult kids and going thrifting and stuff like that. I feel like that would be fun. Oh, Rebecca just got out of church. Good. Usually, guys go out to eat after church. You know, my Aunt Jan always went out to eat for Sunday breakfast after church. Oh, it's coffee good. I could not drink any coffee yesterday because of our stomach bug. It was just, I couldn't even hold down water. I tried like some yogurt. Nope. Oh, it was awful. I literally just slept all day. I'm like, husband, you on dad duty today. Mama taking the day off. Morning, Aunt Dinah. Glad you made it. So that was our fun day yesterday. Like the kids were sick Thursday and Friday. Like Conrad seemed to get it first. And then the next day the other 2 had it. And then yesterday husband and I had it, and my mom and my mother-in-law, so all 4 of us adults had it yesterday. Whew, it's rough. Good thing about having independent kids, right? So Betty Jan and the boys made themselves some cereal. Left a bit of a mess, but that's okay. They made their cereal. They emptied the last of the milk, so I didn't have to worry about them putting the milk back up. And then husband was well enough to make chicken nuggets and everything for lunch. So it's a good reason to have those convenience foods, right? So he did that, and I honestly just slept. I slept on my own till like, I don't know, like 3 p.m. I was on and off sleeping, and then I took some PMs just to knock me out the rest of the way. And then I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning, and I feel much better. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do is just sleep it off. I must have had a fever because I had quite the sweats overnight. So today's massive cleaning day, cleaning all the bathrooms, cleaning the carpet in the living room because the kids didn't always make it to the bathroom in time. Going to be cleaning the beds, washing sheets. It was such a gorgeous day yesterday too. Like I had to spend all day in bed. I had my window cracked. Luckily in my master bedroom, there's a sliding door to go out to the porch, which is great. I'm definitely going to include one of those if we ever build a house. We talk about building a house someday, but that's definitely a nice perk to have a sliding door to go out back. You know, a good way to sneak away from the kids. So like, Mama's just in her room. Really, I'm on the other side of the yard, you know. But so I had that cracked a little bit and had some cool air coming in. Oh, I feel nice, but I would have went out and slept in the sun if I could. I love sleeping in the sun. They're very clever shoppers. We get some great books, puzzles, records, and a Brock of Branch. No, Brock of Branch. I don't know what a brack is. And a winter coat. Very nice. Thrifty, you can get some great stuff. Let's see, it's 1:15 p.m. over here. I've done all my chores and now I'm lazing around the couch with the dog. I need to change the bed sheets, but I feel too lazy. I feel that. Well, that's good. At least you got all your chores done. Changing the sheets aren't too bad, and it just feels so good when you slide it into a fresh set of sheets, right? You always got to make sure everybody's showered. Everybody's got to be clean for the clean set of sheets. I had a hit yesterday with my first homemade pizza crust. Made 3 large pizzas for the grandkids. Yay! That's awesome. Homemade pizza crust really isn't that hard. I need to get here and make a bunch. And it's supposed to freeze really well. Oh, I got a great necklace and a bag. Okay, thank you, Gima. Being sick sucks. It really does. Oh, good morning. What's your name? Make you attic is that what it is? Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, it was pretty rough, but that's all right. We got it over with. At least it was only a 24 thing, and we are anticipating everybody to get it. I'm kind of glad that the kids got it first so I could get them through that wave and first. But at least we didn't all have it together. That would have been a lot of people fighting for the toilet because it was coming out both for early information. Enjoy your coffee. Hey, I'm back. Sorry I did that. It said reconnecting, so apparently I lost signal there for a minute. Anyway, but yeah, Conrad got the bug first, the stomach bug, and I was like, you just got a stomach bug. And he was like, I didn't even eat a bug. Kids are so funny. They're just so literal, right? And you really have to explain everything to them. Even understands that, they're thinking bug, Oh my gosh. They're just so funny. Oh, good morning, Life with Misty. How are you? It made me feel like they're fresh baker. You have to get up and do it. It'll just get up in a minute, Martine, and do it. It'll be fine. But it is nice, especially if your sheets are already clean. Like we have one set of flannel sheets that just bit the dust. There's a large rip in them. I could sew it. I have a sewing machine. I can do that. I did it when it got its first little crack. I did the zigzag pattern and sewed it together, but it has come undone since then. So, but then we have a silky sheet, which we also made new sheets there too. I try and get new king size sheets at Goodwill, but last time I did that, I ended up getting a queen set, even though it was marked king. So that was kind of disappointing because we don't have a queen, It's my camera cricket. You just a little cricket around here. Remember not to overdo it today since you're just getting better. So glad your family's feeling better. Thank you. I will try not to overdo it, but us moms always do. But I'll try not to. I do have a video to record as well. We had Easter discount shopping at Walmart, and I got some stuff for this here freeze dryer to give it a try. So, but I'm going to be filming that, and hopefully I can upload that today. We'll see. Like I said, I'll try not to overdo it. Usually the hauls aren't too bad, though. I didn't take the camera in with me shopping. I'm just going to record what I bought. So those are pretty easy because you just set up and record and talk. And the editing is usually pretty easy. I don't have to cut too much. With the cooking ones, you got to cut, you got to zoom, you got to blah, blah, blah. All that jazz, So even having that around here, it's a nasty bug. Oh, it was. It was. Poor kids. Conrad, he was, rolling around on the floor holding his tummy. He's like, Mama. I'm like, yeah, buddy. He's like, I don't like this. I'm like, oh, I know, honey. It's so hard to hear him go through that. It's your 20-year marriage anniversary. Misty, congratulations. How do you stick with the same man for 20 years? Let us know. That's great though. 20 years. That's a long time. Did it go by fast? You're like, wow, 20 years, where'd that go? Like husband and I are going to be married 9 years in October this year. And we're like, 9 years? I've been with you for 9 years? What am I thinking, We were thinking about doing something for our 10-year. Because around here in Montana, you really got to plan. Are you doing anything for your 20-year? Like you got to book campsites or whatever 2-3 years in advance, especially if we want to go to Glacier or something. I don't know. we want to do something fun for our 10-year. That's just him and I. So that's kind of in the back of our head, but we need to get started on booking that, you know. Have you heard of the brat diet when you are sick? I have not. Let us know. Brat, huh? I'm glad everyone is feeling better. It did go by fast. Yeah, it really does. I guess you get in a rhythm with somebody, and especially if it's somebody like, you know, you have a good marriage. You know, I feel for those who have a just don't have a good partner, you know, either they don't click or the partner has issues or whatever, and there's struggle at home, you know, like that's just, I feel for those people because I couldn't imagine having that, because home is my safe place, you know. That's where I come. My partner's who I vent to. He's the one who I lean on, and I couldn't imagine not having him to lean on, you know, and instead be kind of a burden. I don't know. I guess that sounds weird, but I mean, some people have abusive spouses. It's true. And I'm very lucky and fortunate that I don't have that. I'm grateful for that. Because when I was young and looking at men, you know, and dating, I would have married any of them, honestly. And now that I'm older and I see what man I have, and looking back, I'm like, very glad I didn't, right? Because that would have been a road of problems. So I got fortunate on meeting husband because you know, I'm glad that he's the one I ended up marrying, and he's really changed my life, you know. I guess like partners do, but he's adapted the way that I think. He's you know, he's the one who got me into all the canning and preserving. He doesn't do it himself. He did a couple, like he did pickling and stuff when we first got together, and he had a little garden. It wasn't anything like we do now or anything like I do now, but he introduced it to me. He introduced this way of life of not, like, I wanted to live in the suburbs in a like HOA community, 2.5 kids, white picket fence. Like that's what I grew up wanting, thinking that's the all-American dream, is living like that. And now I'm like, we want to be up in the mountains, away from people, not have any kind of neighbors, HOA, anything like that. Like we just want to be by ourselves, I guess, and then be able to commute to communities, into town and stuff, into work. Well, hopefully we're both trying to get jobs where we work at home so we can be home together and just kind of do our dream together, right? So that's why I'm doing YouTube, and husband's working on coming up with an internet providing company where he could hopefully eventually leave his job, and that'll be his full-time job. And it's still going to be, he's going to have to go out and do installs and things like that because he is going to be the main person, but eventually we might be able to hire someone for it. But that's stuff that he's been working on for like the last year. He's been, when he's home, he's on the computer working on that plan. You know, he stays up late working on that plan. Like he used to play video games and stuff. That's actually one of the reasons why we connected, is because we would play Halo together. But we don't do that much anymore, you know. Parenthood kind of takes it over. It was fun. And I could see when the kids getting older, us playing games with them because we were gamers, you know, so I think that would be fun. But he doesn't really play games anymore. He played a little bit yesterday just because we were sick, but he stays up late working on business plans. That's what he does. And it's hard to grumble at him about that, you know, because he's trying to come up with a plan, a business to get him away from working full time, the everyday rat race, and into the house to be with us so we can live our dream, you know. It's stressful and hard, but I love him for it, you know. Oh, brat, bananas, rice, applesauce, toast. Ah, I like that. Bananas, rice, applesauce. Okay, that's a good idea. So yogurt was a bad choice. Okay, so we did have, husband had toast, so that was good. All right, I will remember that next time. Thank you. Banana, rice, applesauce, toast. Okay. See, doctor came up with this for program. Look it up. I think you would benefit with small kids. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, LaTanya! Ah, you finally caught one of my lives. Good morning. You're up early. Make sure you like this video for me, guys. If you haven't liked it yet, give it a like. Get it circulating. Oh, I gotta trying to get more videos up, but I know you guys understand. Like it's rough doing it in between here and there. But hopefully things are going to start warming up. Oh, I have a funny story for you, an influenza story. So, sneak peek, I have a bike helmet that I am reviewing. Someone saw my electric bike video and instantly I got an offer to review a bike helmet, like a really good bike helmet. And I'm just like, yeah. So I was out riding my bike, not yesterday, the day before, Friday. So I was like, Mom, you watch the kids for a little bit. They were kind of feeling a little better, sleeping. I was like, I'm just going to go for a quick bike ride, get some air. And she's like, sure. So we live right down by the river. I can ride down to the river or we could walk down to it. So I was like, oh, I'll go down to the river. Maybe I'll get some cool river shots with my helmet, right? Like I wasn't really planning on doing too much. I mostly just wanted fresh air. Anyway, I know you can tell where this is going. So I went down to the river and there was this bubbling brook, you know, and it was just sounding all pretty and stuff. So I was like, oh, that's a good one. So I had my phone that I was recording on. And I'm walking, I'm showing my boots, walking on the log. I get out in the middle of it. I'm doing the whole, posing with the helmet. And then I go to take the helmet off, click, and I lose my balance. And I go to fall in, and I put my foot down because I thought I could catch myself. Because I'm like, surely it's not that deep. I went all the way in, like up to my eyeballs. My phone went in. Husband has to replace the screen now because it got wet. But it was still recording and I still caught it. Like I was able to, my phone screen didn't go out for a couple of hours. So I caught it and I got up and I'm like, oh, it was so cold. Got my whole outfit wet, got my phone wet. Good thing I was wearing a helmet though. And all you can do is just laugh at that, right? I'm just like, oh my gosh. If anybody else would have saw me, they would have busted up laughing. Silly influencer, you know. Oh, it was funny. So that's what you gotta do is just laugh at yourself. Yes, I did not. Dairy was not a good idea for me either. Oh, you and your boyfriend been together 10 years in August. Congratulations. That is awesome. Yeah, so I just got drenched. I came straight home. I was like, Mom, I fell in the river. Oh. But that's going to be at the end of my helmet review video, so stay tuned for the bloopers. So I might go out and do that. I have a power wash or two. I was thinking I was going to power wash. That yesterday would have been a great day to power wash, but we were all down for the count and just kind of took a resting day. That felt good to sleep that long, though. It could have been on top of mom exhaustion, combination with sickness that made me sleep so long, but it was good. But yes, Marcy, I will put, or I think it's Marcia, not Marcy. Sorry, I think it's Marcia. I will put that in the bloopers. Yeah, I'll put that at the end. That's gonna be so funny. I was just laughing at myself. How could you not? You know, like I'm sure some people would have been upset, but at least I don't wear makeup. I didn't worry about makeup running or anything, you know, but got my phone wet, kind of stinked. But I don't even know if the helmet could get wet or not. It didn't though. But I couldn't believe it was that deep. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm headed right back home. I was out like maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, that's all right. I guess I needed a cold splash of water in my life, right? And it was pretty refreshing. Yes, I don't have too much going on today. Oh, I'm glad you guys appreciate me in the morning so much, though. Thank you. I'm just so loved. You love makeup too? I am not a makeup person. I wore makeup for a while and like all through school and everything, pastry school and stuff. And then I started working at Schnucks in the bakery department and they had the big ovens, like you could fit a human being in their oven. And every time I opened it, my mascara would melt together because you'd close your eyes because of the steam. And I can't open my eyes, you know? So, and then the other girls that I was working with there, I thought they were super pretty and they didn't wear makeup. And that just, they really, I don't know if they know this, but they really inspired me not to wear makeup because I was like, they look gorgeous without makeup. And I was like, and I never saw them wear makeup even if they would come in outside of work and stuff because they were like softballers, so sporty and stuff. And they just never wore makeup. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wear makeup either. And I didn't. I saved so much money and I just don't need to worry about all that. Your skin's so beautiful. Oh, thank you. Oh, making ends meet. Hello. Things you do to make videos for us all, right? Oh, influencing is so hard. That's so funny. I've watched those videos. I'm so glad I'm up for your live. I can't wait to watch that video. Thank you, Rachel. Yes, Holly, I will update you on mom in a second, but yeah, but you see those videos of influencers in the wild, where they're doing like silly stuff just to make like TikToks and stuff, and I just thought of it. It was like, influencing gone wrong. It's just funny. You can't help but laugh. Okay, mom. Yes, mom is doing better. We've had some ups and downs with her sugar. I had to call an ambulance on her, a week or so ago because her sugar was low and we ran out of testing strips. We're waiting for the doctor to order more, but we ended up getting more. But we were out of testing strips at that time, and the symptoms she was experiencing kind of made me think she was having another stroke. I didn't think it was because her sugar was low, because we've been having her sugar under control for the most part. Like, we were doing mostly long releasing insulin, and apparently you're not supposed to just do that only. You're supposed to also do the meal ones. So anyway, I ended up calling, and they said they tested her sugar and it was 40. So I was like, oh, that's what the problem is. So I gave her some sugar. She was coming around, but they wanted her to go in just in case. So she did. I think that was last Saturday. Yeah, it was last Saturday. So, no, Friday. Anyway, she went in, and she got released back out at like 4 o'clock that evening, the same day. So that's good. It was just her sugar low, not another stroke. I'm just extra cautious with that happening, and she hasn't had any kind of surgeries or anything yet. We're waiting for, like, she had to have a pre-op clearance from her doctor in Missouri, and they're like, you want to schedule the appointment for tomorrow? We're like, in Missouri? We're in Montana. Like, can she just have one here? But apparently it's a lot of fine tape and red lines going through, or red tape going through insurances from different states. But we're managing her sugar pretty well since then. We have the test. We're keeping updates. I'm emailing her current doctor who's here about what her sugar is in the morning. He's giving me suggestions. We have a diabetic class, diabetes class on the 20th, where we're going to be learning about blood sugars and diabetes and kind of get some more education on the whole disease, I guess. And it's awful, you guys. I really had no idea how bad diabetes was or how it really affects you. You just think, oh, you just can't eat sugar. That's all you think it is, but it's so much more than that. And like, mom's kidneys functioning is down because of her diabetes. Her heart is having trouble because of her diabetes. Like, everything's related. Her feet, she's got sores on her heels where we had to go to a wound center and they had to clean all that out. They're looking much better though. That was a good job. I'm glad we did that. But that's related to her diabetes. She had to get her toe amputated like 2 years ago or a year ago, and that's because of her diabetes. It's like, wow, everything is related back to it. Her tiredness, her headaches, everything. And it's just like, wow, you don't really realize, And I'm kind of seeing it. Like, I've always been on the lookout for diabetes. I've been watching my sugar, because sugar has affected me, mostly in my coffee. Like, I would put regular sugar in my coffee, and then I quit doing that. I quit doing that a couple of years ago, and then I switched to Splenda in there. But even the artificial sweetener, it makes me moody. Like, I just get super crabby. I noticed after having several cups of like the sugar-free vanilla in my coffee, I just get really crabby, and I don't need any addition to my crabbiness, right? We're crabby enough without additional crabbiness from our diet. So I switched to just cream, so I've been drinking just cream in my coffee for like a year now. Maybe longer than that. I think I gave up the artificial sweetener a little over a year ago. So now I just drink it with creamer in there. So that's something that I'm watching. So I'm taking like the new bike I got to review. That's a sign for me. My mom's spending time with me here and seeing the true struggle of diabetes and taking her to the doctor. And, mom, did you take your insulin? Well, you can't eat that, mom. Like, I'm like, wow, I don't want to be like that. You know, I don't want to end up like that. I don't want my daughter to go through what I'm going through now, where I'm constantly worried if I go check on my mom, she may be gone. You know, it's a constant. And it shouldn't be like that. You know, my mom's only 63, she'll be 64 in June. You know, that's too young to be going through all this and talking about dying and stuff, you know. So anyway, it's been a big eye opener for me, and I'm really wanting to get healthy this summer, you know, not just for me, but for our family. And I have all these opportunities in the world to do it. I just need to do it. So that's a big motivation for me, just kind of watching this and seeing her struggle. And but she's doing okay. We're making it through. We're still waiting on the surgeries. We just had a recent doctor visit though, where she saw her one from here that she saw before, and he's really good. He's the one I've been emailing and stuff. So he's hoping to get the ball rolling as well. I think we saw him on Thursday, so we'll see Monday more if there's any kind of improvement or an update on her. Oh, good morning, Cheryl. Cheryl? I think it's Cheryl. Do you do skincare products or have a skincare routine? I moisturize. But no, I do not actually. I don't know if I even wash my face. I think I use the shampoo to wash my face, but I've always had pretty good skin. I had a pimple, a zit the other day. It kind of hurt. I hate it when they come out and they hurt, right? Like you can feel it coming a couple of days before. You're like, oh no, I'm about to get one. Oh, they hurt so bad. But I don't have any kind of skin routine. Honestly, I just don't put anything on my face. But so I'm no help. I'm sorry. Yeah, I haven't been. You have a ton of makeup. I haven't been wearing it as much because I got a job at a lumber mill. Wow. I spend 50 to 6 hours a week getting covered in sawdust. Man, hey, at least you look pretty. Well, that's quite a job, girl. Good for you. You don't need makeup. Oh, thank you, Laura. You look like your mom. She's so cute. She is so cute. Mom is so cute. She's those little things. It's so cute. My son is type 1 diabetic, so I feel you on caring for a diabetic. We do multiple daily injections of fast-acting insulin and also use slow releasing. Okay. Sounds like you're taking good care of her. Oh, thank you. I am trying. It's a lot of work, but she's worth it, you know, and that's what it's not. To me, it doesn't feel like a burden right now having to take care of my mom. I am grateful that I have this opportunity to take care of her, and I wish I could take better care of her. I'm like, oh, Mom, I forgot to give you your pills, you know, and she's like, it's okay, Lina. You know, she doesn't want me to stress and worry about her and stuff too, and like yesterday, she took care of herself. She made herself some toast. I've been freeze drying soup for her in my handy dandy freeze dryer. So I made tomato soup, and then I did like a beef stew, and we've freeze dried it, and then she's reconstituting it here so I can teach her kind of how to do it. She can try it because she's really bad about not wanting to try new stuff. She's just like, I mean, she'll try it, but she won't go out of her way. If I'm like, here, Mom, and I give it to her, oh, okay, and she'll try it. So like with the freeze drying, she was a little, I don't know, that's all you have to do. But I made a bunch of tomato soup, and she ate it all. I need to make more in my big roaster pan. But I made her some tomato soup, and we freeze dried it, and that's what she's been living on. She just add hot water, bam, homemade bowl of soup, and she's like, this is really good. And I was like, oh, good, Mom. And it feels good having your mom compliment your cooking, you know, and it's stuff that's good for her, that she really likes. And, you know, she's getting a little more on board with it on the food and what she can and can't eat. If she'll eat something and be like, oh, I feel really bad. I'm like, well, take note of that, Mom. It's not worth it anymore. Like she took a cookie. I wasn't in the area, or I would have yelled at her. But she had a cookie, and then she's like, I just feel awful. I'm like, well, what happened? She's like, I ate a cookie. I was like, well, Mom. She's like, I know. I'm like, you have to fight those urges whenever you're like, ooh, that cookie looks good. Think about how it makes you feel afterwards. Be like, well, how do I want to feel for the rest of the day? You know, try say like, I can't. It's not that you can't have that cookie. It's that you're choosing not to have that cookie. Like wording is important in your mind. Like your mind is very particular to the wording that you use. The way that you talk to yourself is important, you know, like I'm all for wording and the way that things come out versus, well, I don't know versus, but see, this is why I have to edit my videos. I get on a roll and then I'm like, what was I saying? But wording is important, and the way that you talk to yourself is important. And when you're doing a lifestyle change, you need to remind yourself why you're doing that change, not that you can't have something, but you're choosing not to because it's not good for your new lifestyle, which it seems silly, but it makes a difference. It really does. You should say you would like to review a cruise with the family. I should, wouldn't it? Sometimes I don't want to seem like everything's going to my head because it's not, but sometimes I'll be like, oh, like at Costco when I did that, I was like, oh, the kids need a new play place. I bet I could get a sponsor for that. It's all in fun though. I'm not even actively searching the sponsors out. Like they email me. Like if you do reviews and then they have people that work for their company that their whole job is to find YouTube influencers to promote their products. And so they're constantly looking YouTube and they're using the tags reviews, bike reviews, helmet review, anything like that, maybe kitchen review. And then they'll see your review pop up on another item and then they'll email, hey, you want to review mine? And there's ones that I've turned down that are just like, man, there's no way I can sell that on my channel, or I don't need it, So I've turned a lot of sponsors or product reviews down as well. But it's nice to have the ones that I do. And I'm like, people are yelling at me for not having a helmet in my bike review. And next thing you know, I got a helmet review coming up. So that's funny. But yes, review a cruise for the family. Your mom's so lucky to have you cooking for her mama bear. You're an amazing cook. Oh, thank you, Latanya and Lynn. I appreciate that. I'm happy to have her. Like, we've had the best. She's been here almost over 2 months now. And we have had the best time. It's been so nice reconnecting with her and having our daughter-mom moments that we have. Her seeing my struggle with the kids, like she's really helping with the kids. She's chasing them around the house in her cane. It's fun to watch. She gets to be the grandma that she's wanted to be, but just hasn't felt good or hasn't been able to be around because we moved. And when we were in Missouri, we lived, 2 hours from her. So it's been really nice. Like her old man at home's missing her and everything, but she didn't really have any kind of obligations there. And she was just feeling sick there. She was in bed constantly. So at least here, she's being able to have good days, feel really good, be able to help, be a grandma, help with the kids and stuff. It's been a great experience and I'm very thankful for it. I will always cherish this time where mom was here and I was able to just help her, Like I said, it doesn't feel like a burden. I'm grateful for the opportunity to take care of mom. And, the doctors here are doing a good job. She does wish she could hurry up and have her surgery and go back home. But she's doing really good and just, we're all enjoying the time together, She's starting to get on husband's nerves just a little bit. He told me the other day, he's like, your mom. I was like, oh, here it comes. He's been so patient with her. Something about those mother-in-laws just get on our nerves, I take care of my 84-year-old parents and they really appreciate it. Oh, that's awesome, Lynn. That's great when they appreciate it too, like when you don't feel like you're obligated to just because you're their daughter. You do it because you want to and they're truly grateful for it, Like my mom says thank you and is so appreciative to every time I bring her something. If it's a cup of coffee, if it's Tylenol for her headache, if it's lunch, or I'll give it to the kids, here, go give this to Nana, and they'll bring her bowl of soup. Oh, thank you, honey. She's just so thankful. And that makes such a big difference to be around people who are truly thankful and appreciative of all that you do and express that, Like some people are grateful, but they have trouble expressing it, I hit my teeth with my cup. Oh, well, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. I do have a lot to do today. I will try not to overwork it though. I will try and, I don't know, go easy, I guess. We're still healing and stuff, but I do have a couple of videos I'm going to do. I got some leftover Easter stuff. Walmart had tons of Easter stuff left over. I don't know if they ordered too much or people just didn't buy as much or both, but it seemed like when I first moved here, 3 years ago, I did the Easter there. And I did Easter here and I went like maybe, I don't know, a couple of days before Easter. I wasn't expecting to get any Easter. I never get the pre-made Easter baskets. I usually just pick my own stuff because those usually have just so much candy, and it's like every holiday is all about the candy, and I'm like, ugh. But guess what I bought on my Easter haul? But so they had tons left over, and yeah, a couple years ago I went for there and they didn't have anything. It was awful, and I was like, geez, they're sold out of everything, Peeps and everything. But now they had so much left over. So I'm going to be doing that video, trying to get that edited and up today. It's still pretty early, I think 5:50, so that's pretty good in the morning. Like I said, the editing of the food hauls doesn't usually take, or the filming and the editing don't take too long if I'm not cooking and stuff. That's what takes the most time. I also have some bacon series videos coming. I know you haven't seen too many cooking videos. It's because I'm collecting them, guys. I've been cooking, but I'm collecting them, and I'm going to be posting some, bacon video on what I feed my diabetic mother, stuff like that. So I have plans of videos lined up. Just got to get to it. But thank you guys for spending your morning and afternoon with me. Oh, thank you, Polly. It was nice just to take a break. I haven't done a live in a while. I've just been either busy, tired, or whatever. And I usually do my lives when I wake up early in the morning at like 3 or 4. I'll get up and I'll do my computer work. Sometimes I'll do a live if I'm feeling chatty, or I got something on my mind. But Mom's more of a night owl. She hasn't been sleeping a lot at night and sleeps a lot during the day. So she's just really tired. She sleeps a lot. So she'll get up at early with me. She'll hear me out here in the kitchen or in the computer or whatever, and we'll get up. And we've had some really good 4 a.m. conversations, that have lasted a while. So that's kind of been replacing my live time, which I'm okay with because, you only get so much time with your mom, and I know you guys understand. So, but I'm feeling better today after our wave of sickness, and I know it's been a minute since I did that purse giveaway, which Terry messaged me and said that she got her purse. So yay! That was super fun. I was glad I'm able to do that. I lost both my parents and I missed them lots. Oh, Polly, I'm sorry. I'm very fortunate to have lost anybody yet. I'm worried that my mom will be the first to go, and I'm gonna miss her so much. So I feel that, and I'm sorry for your loss. I'm very fortunate to be very close to my parents and not have really negligent parents, like they're great parents and they truly just want what's best for me, and I'm very fortunate and I'm very thankful, and that's just the best. I am going to pass down to my kids, just supporting them 100% for who they are and what they want to do in their life. I'm not trying to steer them any certain way. I mean, maybe I'm trying to keep them away from society a lot because I feel like society has its flaws and I don't want society raising my kids, I want to do it and I want to instill the values that I have, and I want them to know how to do food and stuff, so I'm directing them that way, but not for what they want to be in their life, what clothes they want to wear, what interests they're in. I'm not pushing any certain thing on them. I have them in the kitchen cooking just because I feel like that's a life skill that they need to know. I have husbands in the garage working on something. He has one of the kids with them to teach them how to work on stuff because that's important. Oh, good morning, T. Oh, thank you, Holly. I try. I'm trying to be a good mama. All we can do is learn from our parents' mistakes and try and do better. Does that mean I'm not going to make mistakes? I probably will, just not like I don't make them now, or I'll lose my temper or have a short fuse that day, and then when they're like, I'm sorry you're mad, mama, and they're, oh, I'm not mad at you, come here, and I let them comfort me. I let my daughter, hug me and stuff if I'm feeling sad, or if she could tell I'm in a bad mood. She's just like, what's wrong, mama? And you can only tell your 6-year-old so much of your life troubles, but it's just, she's such a comforting and a good girl, and yesterday when I was sick, all of them bringing me water, coming and giving me kisses, are you going to stay in bed all day, mama? I'm like, yeah, probably, I'm not feeling good. Well, that's okay, mama, you get rest. And I got some good kids, they're really great. Oh, everybody's getting online now. Just remember good times with my parents, and I lost my husband last year too. Oh, Polly, man, I'm sorry. That must be really rough. I couldn't imagine losing my husband too. Like, he's my rock, you know? I'm sorry for your loss. Good morning, my sweet friend. You make me smile. We all really enjoy your channel. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. I really enjoy my channel too. Like, I like everything that I put up, all my content. I enjoy making it all, you know. So it's fun too. So I'm glad you guys also enjoy it, because I enjoy it. You know, I'm just like, I need to do something for my channel. You know, like it's not just my job right now. It's my fun. You know, it's my socialism. It's who I talk to. You know, you guys are my friends. You know, and it seems kind of weird that online YouTubers have friends from their subscribers and stuff, maybe, but I don't know. Like, I've gotten some good friends from my channel, people that I talk to on the daily, that I email, and you know, that I do my lives. And there's certain people that are there for like every lives, and then there's people who comment, I don't like your lives, they're too long. Okay, you don't need to be on my life, that's fine. You know, like, it's not always, my lives aren't for every single subscriber. They're for the few who like these little chit chats, and they're for me, who I enjoy talking to you guys, and it gives me a chance to blabble and talk and you know, just be able to get off with my mind, get some ideas from you guys, people who have gone through what I'm going through or currently going through what I'm going through, and to be able to bounce ideas off each other and just overall support. You know, I feel like my channel has turned into a support group for things, you know, and I love that. So I'm glad that you guys enjoy that too, because I really do. Good morning, Georgia. It's nice to have another state name in here. I had one manager when I worked at Cheesecake Factory, where he would call me every other state name. So he'd be like, Virginia. He's talking to me. Or Massachusetts. Yes, Brian. You know what? Like, that's me. I could tell. It was fun. I didn't take any harm doing out of it. You know, I thought it was fun, and it was something unique where I know he was talking steak name. Steak. A random state name. Man, I guess I need to cook some steak. It's on my mind. Growing up, everybody called me Alabama. Yeah, see, we all have those. Like, oh, are you from North or South Carolina? I'm like, oh, I'm from West. What? Weren't expecting that answer, were you? My dad gave me that one. He's tired of hearing it too. Oh, good morning, Ashley. I'm glad I'm feeling better too. I am glad I'm feeling better. I was just going to jump off here though, so I can get some stuff done, get me some more coffee. I did get a load of dishes going before I came here, so that was productive. But now I want to start some wash. I got bathrooms to clean. They took a beating this weekend. So it's going to be a fun cleaning day. But the kids are feeling better too, so they get to jump in on it. We just started implementing a chore list for them, which we should have done a while ago, but they have chores that all of them do the same chores every day to get done. And then there's one weekly chore that they rotate to, like vacuuming, doing the dishes, and cleaning the tables are all rotating jobs that once a week they'll switch it up, and then someone else does that one. So they can kind of learn all those. And then we're doing a bonus chore chart where we have 25 cents, take boxes to the burn pit, 50 cents, clean a window, you know, 75 cents, dust an item like of mom's choice. So I had them dust the entertainment center, and it's got to be mom's quality. You can't just rough it. You got to do it the way that I want to earn that money. And then, so now we're in school, we're doing counting money as part of our schooling, because that's what we're doing, is counting money for chores. So that's kind of fun that we're implicating school in with chores, and that's just part of our routine. And that's the beauty of homeschooling. Oh, I thought I heard some wind. Might be windy out there, but that's the beauty of homeschooling, is that counting change for chores is part of schooling, you know. Lisa, I also live in North Carolina, so I love your name. I love it too when I hear different people pronounce my name Carolina, or with the accents. It's so funny when they're talking about North Carolina and stuff too. I love your channel too. You know that. Oh, thank you. Hi, good morning, love from Boston. Good morning, Anne. Good morning. The morning glory that I received from you is doing good and getting big. Yay! Are you on my Facebook group? Will you post a picture of that? If you are, I would love to see it. I love morning glory so much. I had a boss that sang "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas" when I came in. It's so fun. Like I always get the song "Sweet Caroline" too, and I'm like, whatever. It's people associate your name with something, you know. I think it's fun. I don't see it as, oh, I'm tired of hearing that song. You know, maybe when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I'm like, I see the appreciation in it, you know. T, my mom is doing better. We're getting her sugar under control. We're working out meals for her. I got stuff freeze dry, not at the moment because it's loud, but I'm working on freeze dried meals for her to take back. We're still waiting on some surgeries. Hopefully that'll happen soon. We're working with her insurance and her doctor in Missouri to get stuff here, but we're still wanting her to have her surgery here so I can help her recover because it's going to be harder for her to do that in Missouri. So she's getting a little impatient though and is ready to go home. She still has headaches every day. She has really bad headaches, wakes up with them and then has them all day long. Tylenol will get rid of them, but then they come back. You know, I try and get her to drink more water, but that's probably the thing she's stubborn about the most is she doesn't want to drink any water. She says because it makes her have to go to the bathroom and she doesn't want to go to the bathroom all the time. Like, well, I'm sorry, Mom, you got to drink water. So that's hard. That's probably the biggest struggle I have with her is getting her to drink water. But other than that, she's doing pretty good, and we're hoping to get some surgeries in. I will look you up on Facebook. They haven't bloomed yet, so I can't wait to see what color they will be. Awesome! I can't wait as well. I love flowers. I need to plant some flowers this year. We're going to be doing that. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to my chit chatter. I appreciate it. Thanks for all your love and support and being here. I really do love you guys, and I just love this channel, and I'm glad that I did it, and it's really one of the things that helps keep me going, just the support that has come from my channel that has been such a surprise and so appreciative. It really has. So thank you. Okay. Sorry, my phone went off for a minute there. Reconnecting. Don't you hate that? Like, you're like, hello, are you there? What's the last thing you heard? I don't know. I thought you were there and you were just listening. Oh, thank you, T. Oh, thank you. We're all feeling better. Oh, good, Lisa. Join my Facebook. Thank you. All right, guys. So I'm gonna bounce off here, do some laundry. I got bathrooms to clean, you know. But I am gonna record that Easter haul video today, and hopefully get that up for you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for all your love and support. Make sure you like this for me, and I'll catch you next time on Mama Bears.